Welcome to the channel. I'm the Swedish Dividend Investor. So guys, I just wanted to give you an update on the high yield portfolio and an update for the channel. Let's kick off things with the high yield portfolio. This week I transferred some money to my new broker and I placed an order for 55 shares of Capital Southwest and it got accepted. So that's great news for Swedish investors. Remember to tell your friends where you heard it first and send them over here. Unfortunately, they don't have access to the YieldMax ETF just yet. We will see how I go about it. Maybe I'll open another account on my main broker just for that holding until they make it available on the new broker. Then I can just transfer it over there. So I'm going to show you how I add this to my dividend tracker. I'm also going to have a separate tracker for my high yield portfolio for those only interested in the performance and dividends from the high yielders. I'm going to start with making a new row in the American section. Then we will add a logo, enter the ticker, CSWC, number of shares, enter my average buy price. Then we can use Google Finance to get the current price. We will also be multiplying these to see the total invested amount and total market value. Then we're going to be entering gain/losses and in percentage as well. Then we have weighting by invested amount followed by weighting by current value. Next is annual dividend per share and total annual dividend. We enter the sector, financials, and we also need distribution frequency, monthly. And the final calculation is the yield on cost. Now, I don't include special dividends here, they are just a bonus. And we need to check so the calculation gets transferred to my data at the bottom. Sweet. If we look at my spreadsheet I used in the video, I need around 66 shares of Capital Southwest to earn 100 Swedish crowns after taxes per month. So 11 more shares to go. I think I will use the dividends from this month to add those last shares. The next company on my list is Blue Owl Capital, and I will be using savings from my next salary to buy as many shares as I can, and then use my monthly dividends for the rest. I choose Capital Southwest for their high monthly dividend, their track record and their performance. Let's start with the dividend. They have started to pay monthly dividend instead of quarterly. They also do special dividends sometimes, but like I said before, I can't expect them. Looking at seekingalpha.com, we can see they cut their dividend in 2020, but then the growth has continued. Seeking Alpha does include the special dividends, but if we look at the annual report, we can see the special/supplemental dividends. Looking at their loan structure, they hold about 97% first lien debt. First lien debt is a type of secured debt where the lender has the highest priority claim to a borrower's specific assets if they default on the loan. This means that if a borrower fails to repay the debt, the first lien holder has the first right to seize and sell the pledge collateral, like a house or a business asset, to recoup their losses ahead of any other creditor. This priority makes first lien debt a relatively lower risk investment for lenders. They also have some equity, around 9% as of their 2024 annual report. They have a broad and diversified loan portfolio, with healthcare at 14%, business services at 12%, media marketing 12%, consumer products 11%, consumer services 8%, and so on. If you want to take a closer look, I suggest downloading their latest annual report. Their non-accrual is sitting at 2.3%. This is how much of their debt that they don't get interest on. So it could be companies having problem paying their debt. It has ticked up slightly over the year, and it's above the average of 1.7%. So we will see how that goes. Their NAV, or their net asset value, is somewhat stable. They are recovering from the 2020 crash still. And if we compare their net asset value per share of $16.77 with their share price of around $22.8, we can see they are trading at a premium right now. I will be averaging down when I reinvest my dividends, so I'm not that worried. And I can also pay a slight premium for a great business. Now for their performance. If you invested $10,000 on the 5th of September 2015 and reinvested until the 5th of September 2025, so 10 years, your $10,000 would be worth $101,359. That's an annual return of 26%. Absolutely mental. I know you guys know this, but past returns doesn't equate to future returns. So that's enough for Capital Southwest. I will be making a video for each high yield holding, going through their strength and weaknesses, dividend history and past performance. I don't know how often we will dive into the performance of the high yield portfolio, but I figured around every quarter or when I add a new position. I hope you guys are stoked. If you're hyped, let me know in the comments. Now for the other update. When you are watching this, I am gone. Gone on vacation, that is. Ha, gotcha. I have a 2-week vacation. I don't have that many plans, except going to Norway with my family, and I'm also going car camping. Don't worry though. The show must go on, and I will be releasing videos every week just as usual. It will be nice to have some free time and come up with ideas for the channel. This weekend, however, I just need to relax after an insane summer. So I only have time to make a quick update video, but I've already planned the next 2 videos. And I also have to start with my 500 subscriber special, since we are getting very close to that. So stay tuned. One of the videos I will be releasing during September is a beginner-friendly way to value dividend stocks and ETFs. You can also look forward to a market correction while I'm on vacation, since that seems to happen every time I have one. I hope you had a nice weekend. I'm sure I was having one. Will be having one? Anyway, thanks for dropping by, and I will see you next Sunday and every day in the comments. I'm the Swedish Dividend Investor. Stay smart, stay patient, and keep stacking those vacation dividends. Ha det jävligt gött allihopa!